It's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much. He's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Herbert now. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by one for him. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Well, ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Herbert. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Taylor Gabriel.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, they're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 38. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Taco Charlton. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
Mahomes.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a pickup of 6. First down, KC.
The 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
8 yards on the...
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
2019 was the first season for Frank Clark in Kansas City after spending the previous 4 in Seattle. And that was a big move by Kansas City to bring him over. He did have 8 sacks in the regular season, but it was his 5 in postseason. And helping his team get to the Super Bowl, that's why they went and acquired him. And by the way, earned his first Pro Bowl nomination with this play.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Eight yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Casey Hayward brought him down. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
7-yard line.
2nd and 12. Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's
23 yards, the final tally.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take him the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Second down and goal. Mahomes looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year. 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances. In addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. And you rate him? Defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
2nd and 15. Herbert back to the air. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Taco Charlton able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking deep for Gabriel. His 3rd interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And going deep for Hill. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Chiefs 28, Chargers 0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And he's got some space here. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I mean, just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. More from L.A. in a moment. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
Mahomes pass.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
The 22-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
To kick off for the Chargers.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd down at 5. Again, it's Williams. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he's taken down the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
His kick is
nice
good.
job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's Eckler again. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And 6.
They run it again with Williams. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's brought down.
Return, it's King. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
At the 43-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that.
Williams loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now Herbert following the turnover. Set down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On the give, this is Eckler, and a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making
his first carry, he loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The first throw for Henney, the veteran backup. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Hooked off by Casey Hayward. Pass, and now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Here's Mecole Hardman.
Mecole Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the option. 40 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. He's taken down. The Chiefs say Frank Clark. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Butker's kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yes.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
In his defense. He needs better protection, that's for sure. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Kenny on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up
it's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on it.